Get ready, folks.
I sure am. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Super excited. Hello and good evening. This is Thursday, August 25th. This is Paranormal PhD with me, Dr. Rebecca Foster. Thank you all for joining me tonight. And I don't know what we're going to talk about. You know, I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. And so we are right now, we're going out live on TikTok. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. And we are at Spirit Realm. So seriously, I know a lot of you do not follow what I'm doing. I also have a personal page that I don't put everything out there. Well, some of you have probably heard of like the Matrix and what people think are that we're in a simulation. I can't talk. You guys have to forgive me. And this is just a LaCroix. This is not alcohol. So, everybody has at least heard of this a little bit. So yesterday, the last couple of days, I have just simply been kind of out of sorts, and I've been catching it. I've been noticing, little blips here and there. I will just drop something inadvertently, or I'll go back and what I'm looking for is not there, and I have to search for it. So there's just been things I've been very conscious of. I know I'm not stupid. I know I'm not blind. I am not losing my mind. So I'm pretty sure that my faculties are there. So yesterday I was leaving to go to the store and I get a phone call from the school. My son had forgot his lunch. So I stopped and there was this really beautiful rainbow. I took some photos of it and I thought it's going to be a great day. And so I go home, I get the lunch, I take it to the school. I walk into the counter and I walk into the office through two sets of doors. I take my sunglasses off and I put them in my shirt. And I walked over to the counter, which was empty. By the way, it's the first full day of school. And I set the lunch on the counter and I said, thanks, that's for my son, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, I don't know names yet. And I get to the door and she goes, oh, you forgot your glasses. And I went, no, I have my glasses right here. And I looked and I thought, those are my glasses. Those are my sunglasses. My exact pair of sunglasses that were not there 5 seconds beforehand. And I stopped and I went, do my kids have a pair of glasses like this? No. Did they stick to the bottom of the lunch bag? No, because we don't have another pair. And I stared at them and I said to her, look, they're identical. How is this possible? I said, well, those are not particularly my glasses. So I turn around and leave and I'm thinking to myself, I just missed my multidimensional self by a split second, and she forgot her glasses on the counter. And I turned around and she goes, oh, I'll just hang on to these. And I was like, oh my God, don't move the glasses. I'll be back for them in a minute. I need my sunglasses. So I was seriously dumbfounded and amazed all day. It was the coolest thing ever. So if you guys have your weird glitchy moments and you catch them, don't, trust your eyes, put that shit out there, because more and more as the veil is lifting, people are seeing little shadowy figures out of the corners of their eyes. They're feeling things, they are hearing things, they are experiencing things. And when a person is in disbelief or suspicious or just kind of I don't think so, it's more often just blown off as a coincidence or just a freakish event. But if you pay attention to it, the more you pay attention to it, the more it will happen. And your guides, the dimension, everything is just going to start becoming a lot more apparent to you and blatant, just in your face. So cool. It's so cool. So also I had brought up last week my book, Manifesting 411. I still do not have my copies yet. And who was it? I did a drawing and Trista Canto won a copy of that. Trista, it has not gotten here yet. As soon as I get those copies, I will be sending you yours. And go to Amazon.com. It is the coolest thing too, because you are able, kind of in the beginning, I explain why I did it, give you a little bit of a backstory. But then you're able to go in every day. And when you start off thinking in a positive way about this is how my day is going to go, I give all of these really cool instructions throughout the book about every 15 days, there's something else that you can go and different exercise you can work with. And it is super amazing when you start to function as if you already have these things the way that you want them and you think positively. And when you get into, let's say, some discord with someone or you're not thinking positively, it's almost like you check yourself and you go, no, we're not thinking like that. We don't talk like that anymore. Because you start to see all of these things manifest and materialize for you within your life. And it will seriously take you out of a massive funk. Okay, so for those of you who are new to me and are just clicking on my live, I'm going to randomly pull people from the chat room and I will read you. I'm a clairvoyant medium. I've been doing this for 36 years. I have a little over like 60,000 readings that I've done in my lifetime thus far. And it is from God. It is from spirit guides. It is from people who have passed over. I do not consult the dead in any way. So I'm not going to ask your Uncle Joe if you need to buy a house or marry Tom, Dick, or Harry, because I'm just not going to do that. So let's see here. I will scroll through all the chats. And yes, Steph, I am very spiritual. I also have extensive education and background religiously. I don't like to be called a religious freak. However, I have been saved several times by God and from Jesus, and I would not be here right now if it weren't for their intercession. So people will come to me a lot of times that do not know God, and it will just be this weird, like, I found you, I don't know how kind of a thing. And that is the coolest part, because then I know that this person probably doesn't go to God for anything. They just rely solely on themselves. And that's when he uses me, hence God's tool, to be able to speak to them and provide them some hope, to provide them some unconditional love from upstairs, to the realization that he loves all of his children, no matter how horrible they may be as a human. He understands this beautiful soul that is in there. That's what's so amazing about this gift is I could go into a prison and sit down next to the most heinous person incarcerated. And I can tell you right now, I will find amazing things. I will be told amazing things about that individual that may have been long forgotten, that they're really good at, or that they've done well in their life. And so if everybody kind of looked at everyone through God's eyes, people wouldn't be videotaping others in crisis on the public streets. They would be there helping them and, can I help you? And what do you need? Instead of laughing or contributing to the problem. I don't know. Unless you're in the slow, like the fast lane, and you're driving really slowly, that's usually the only time that you're going to hear any bullshit from me, because y'all, if you're driving slow, you don't belong in the left lane. Okay, just get over. I joke around it, but some of us are really trying to break the law. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All righty then. Okay. So let's grab some of these things. Yeah. You know what? And God is good. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you believe or you don't believe. God is good. Okay. Chat in TikTok flies, so I will grab you as you're passing by, and I'm able to stop that here in the other chat rooms. So you guys do not have to, in TikTok, you do not have to send money or flowers. You don't have to do any of that. Keep your money. I mean, really, we're going to need it, okay? You don't have to do that. You want to throw a heart up there, wonderful, but you do not have to send any money. That's not why I'm doing this. Okay. Perfect. So let's say, Tammy Urenko, you were first in this room tonight. Good evening. How are you? So it comes through symbolically. I will explain to you guys first what I am being shown, and then I will explain what it means. That's what I do. If you've got a health problem, I will tell you that as well. If you have a question about your health, just say, tell me something about my health. You don't have to be specific. You don't have to ask a specific question. All right. So let's take a peek at you, Tammy, really quickly and see what you. All right. So the first thing, Tammy, that your guides are showing me is that you're barefoot. Barefoot means that you're in a position right now where nobody is holding you back. External situations and people are more or less just supporting you in whatever you choose to do, which means that all of the decisions that you make and all the consequences or results are because of you, nobody else, which makes your discernment that much more important right now. You are walking on the tops of the rocks. They're little like stream, they're river rock kind of rocks, and the water is below that, so you're not getting wet. But you are barefoot walking on rocks, so it's a little uncomfortable. What they are saying is tread carefully right now. Do not rush into anything. Do not just say, you know what, I'm going to do this and then run. You're going to fall. You're going to smash your face. You're going to eat the rocks. Right now, it is a time of slow decision making, of real critical thinking, weighing it out. This is the best job ever. It's got insurance. It's fully supportive, but I hate it. It's going to make me sick having to go in every day. This is definitely unbalanced. So balance everything out. This is the job that makes most of the sense. It gives me my free time. I'm absolutely ecstatic because I get to be with my family more. You're finding a balance between the feeling a part of it and the justification or logical aspect. Always balance feeling with logic. Don't outweigh one with the other. You'll always end up regretting it. So for you, Tammy, that is your reading. Slow going right now and nobody's helping you, which is awesome. You want a bad haircut? Nobody's going to tell you not to get it. They're just not. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay. Boop, boop, be-doo. All right. Tiffany, hello. Will Z and I reconcile? Okay. The first thing I get is I hit a wall, and I hit it so hard that it kind of takes my breath away and I want to throw up a little bit. Reconciliation, it's not out of the question. You can absolutely make it happen, but do you really want to? Do you really want to? That looks like a glutton for punishment. That looks like almost feeling as if you're never going to live something down, or you're never going to be able to get past something. It's always going to be like thrown in your face. You can reconcile all you want, but I'm thinking that's a big fat no, Ghost Rider. I would choose not to. I would choose not to. Something there is not right. You'll never live up to the reconciliation. Like, you'll never be able to get past something. You'll never be good enough to get past it. You'll never figure out what's going on with you right now as to why you want to reconcile. Look in your previous history, look at your previous most important relationships, what went wrong there, and how have you been hurt in those relationships. That will help you then discern why you want to fix something where you shouldn't be. I would, right now is a huge time of separation for many people. You may be feeling completely separated from what you've normally loved and enjoyed. And Spirit is doing this for a reason. And God, when He separates us from our loved ones, from people we care about, from jobs, from our hobbies, when He does this, it's because He wants special time with us. And that special time is uber important because it affects the rest of our life. So when you feel separated from people and situations, don't look at it in a sad way. Don't whip out your tiniest violin and your little pity party. Don't do that. Don't look up and go, why me, God? Why are you punishing me? Because He's not punishing you. He's saying, I need to sit down and talk to you. And it just seems, Tiffany, that right now He is saying, girl, you are too important. You need to fix something inside of you first. Whatever is hollowed out, you need to fix that first. That's what's most important there. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm sorry. What did this say? Melly, today's not a day for your reading. I'll be back another day and try again. Well, There's a lot of people, Melly, and I'm trying to use my finger on my computer screen. I forgot this is not my touch screen. So um, let me stop that. So, Melly, the one thing I can tell you is, yeah, you got a lot going on. I don't have enough time tonight to actually read everything for you. But it's weird because I feel reclusive when I'm reading people. My guides might put me third person as to watching you, and they may like put me first person, so I understand what it feels like to be sitting where you're sitting. And in that position, I feel like I want to draw up my legs and put on headphones and just kind of rock myself and soothe myself to sleep. This is telling me that you've not had anybody ever do that for you. It's telling me that you have lacked that in your life, where somebody has completely removed all of the little girl in you, to where you, Melly, have grown, and you stand in front of that little girl, and you're like, you be quiet, I will handle this. And so then this tougher exterior appears. So this little vulnerable aspect of who you are is just hiding inside of you, waiting for someone. I mean, my energy, I want to take you and I want to put you in my lap, and I want to curl you up in a ball and just rock you to sleep, and then hold you and tell you everything is going to be okay, and sing you like, you are my sunshine, and brush the hair out of your face. That's what I want to do. That's what you deserve. And it just feels like whoever has broken your heart in this way, man, a lot of brokenness lately, just a lot of brokenness. It's all a part of this massive process we're going through. And Melly, I can't do your reading all at once. And at the same time, I want you to smile, like literally smile in a mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful and you're awesome, and that you're going to survive. You're going to be okay. And then give yourself, like, wrap your arms around yourself and like give yourself the biggest hug ever and squeeze, because nobody's going to love you the way you love you. And if you don't love you, holy crap, we're in trouble, aren't we? We would be in trouble. All right. Lala is in the house. So Lala, she is my wrenchy, and she is in the Facebook page, and I believe in the YouTube channel as well. So if you guys have any questions about anything, then please turn to her and she'll answer you. Renee, you know what? I appreciate that. As far as me turning people to God, I try not to hit people with religion, but I am a huge witness to what happens with spirit and how God works in our life and in our lives. And so many people look at it as a way that he's punishing us, or why would God allow this to happen? Well, you know what? Let me put this in a really quick perspective. I am a mother of 5. I have done my best to raise my children to be decent human beings. Okay. If my oldest child or if my youngest child went out and committed a crime, I, first of all, did not condone it. And nor am I going to helicopter my child for the rest of their life. I have no control over their free will. And if they go out and do something stupid and commit a crime or hurt someone, that's between them and the judge. Does that make sense? Okay. So don't blame God for all the bad things that happen in this world. Don't blame God for all the bad things that have happened in your life, because I guarantee you have some kind of an asshole in your life. Everyone here does. Maybe more than that has mistreated you or done you wrong. And that's on them. And I'd say pray for that person more than anything. All right. Amanda Axe, thank you. You've been following me for a while. What was that? What was that thing? There was a video. Your last name just reminded me of it. It was a video with a little girl. He screws up the type. I don't even know the name of it. If I could remember it properly and if I could show you, I would. But I almost died laughing just now because it was an inside joke between myself, and it was really funny. But it was like snacks or something like that, and I almost died. It was so hilarious. So Amanda, because you just made me so happy. All right. Let's see what's going on here, darling. Let me give you a ring. All right. Okay. Let me grab that real quick. I have to write a name down because I just saw something. So, Amanda, first energy that I get around you is you attract animals and children like, I almost said something inappropriate, very incompassionate. I won't say it. Like a moth to a flame. Let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. You have this energy that I don't think, no matter how old you get, you are going to have an inner child that these innocents, children and animals, pick up on. And they're always going to be attracted to you. They're always going to be around you. You would make a magnificent ad litem, like guardian ad litem for children that are in tough situations, working with children, counseling, family and home. Hey, and if you get a reading, people want to know if it makes sense. Put it in the feedback or the chat, like, hey, I understand this is what it means, because people want to hear that. Like, did it make sense? Did she know what she's talking about? So that's important as well. So Amanda, I would love to also put you into schooling, a teaching position, somewhere where you are just down on the ground in your squishy socks, singing nursery rhymes with kids. And yeah, that would be awesome. You are very good with or working with animals. I could see you having your day job and then working at some shelter at night. And the fact that you have this energy is important as well. God's given it to you for a reason. So, okay. Awesome. Okay, Jim, you said it's not streaming to you guys right now. I don't know why, because it says that it is streaming to you guys as well on Facebook Live. So I'm not sure. So Coco Fish 73, if you're still here, Coco Fish 73. I saw you wing past a second ago, and this is for you now. For TikTokers, this is not being recorded here. Well, it is if I go under an hour, but I usually go for a little bit over an hour. Perfect, Coco, you're here. But you will be able to rewatch this if you want to on Facebook /God's Reader, or YouTube. You just search Rebecca Foster PhD. So Coco Fish 73 for you. What I'm seeing here, one, you're going to be starting into a new business, like an entrepreneurship. You're going to be moving into a new business platform. The thing is this looks like something that either you've been inspired by or you have been downloaded, that you've been given this inspiration and passion and inspiration like this. It comes from spirit. He's like, hey, don't let her forget this. The thing about it is someone else may actually approach you about this idea, or you say something and they think, oh my gosh, I would love to work with you on this. I'm going to tell you right now, bad idea. One, it looks like you don't want to mix business and pleasure. So you don't want to bring a friend into something that could get bad or turn bad. Family, you don't want to do that, because then you're mixing those. You in business as a leader, you need objectivity. You need to be able to stay objective, and that means having that relationship. And so when you receive this, download, this inspiration, share it carefully, maybe with someone that you're going to be getting financing from, or share it with somebody that you know is not going to hijack your idea. But you're going to want to do this on your own, and you're going to do it on your own. You're going to have to break someone's heart, I think, when you tell them, I just don't think that's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay, so let's see here. Perfect. All right. Hello, everyone. I see everybody's names. Hello, everyone. Amanda, that's interesting. You have two kids and you're kind of everyone's mom. Interesting. So you are the, Amanda, you are the neighborhood mom. Well, the fact that you have all these children coming to you, if this is what they're showing as far as working with children, and it's part of who you are as a gift, and you're a stay-at-home mom, you may want to consider at some point when you are getting a job, go into a situation where you're doing like children and family visitations, or checking on children that are in foster care, making sure the home is okay, making sure the children are okay, and working with Department of Human Services. And there are a lot of ways to get into those businesses, but I think you would be phenomenal at it. Absolutely. Okay. Perfect. Okay. You found a horse barn. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. So everybody, yeah, Amanda is definitely giving me the feedback there. I love that. Okay. So let's see here. So I saw a name go by before, but it did not I caught something, and it was for King Lori, and it felt like I could see a child around you. This feels like a little boy. It looks like, I'm not sure if this is a child that you have with you right now that's around you right now, or if this is a child that's coming through. So little boy or a pregnancy around you is what I'm picking up on. And any Lils here tonight? Do we in the group on TikTok? Do we have any Lils? Okay, let's see here. All right, let's flip that up. Okay, perfect. Oh my God, I keep trying to do this. I can see everyone. Miss Pendulum, you have a Lil. Interesting. Okay. That's crazy that, okay. The one thing I see around you, Miss Pendulum, that I can tell you that's super important is obviously, isn't that funny? I say that like everybody already knows. You have an energy about you that feels elemental, actually. So we're talking elementals, fairies. You would do really well by water, or living by water, flourishing by water, having a nice flowing fountain out in the back of your house, maybe not so much inside. I don't think you would do really well with feng shui. I know that sounds crazy, but I think it would actually hamper all of your natural instincts and abilities. And the fact that I'm seeing this elemental aspect about you means that you have a lot of help from outside. So make sure, I'm sure you already are doing this. I would guarantee you're already doing this. Make sure you have your fairy garden. Make sure you leaving out honey. Make sure you're putting out all the little bluebells and stuff for them for cups. And it's just very cool. But you have a great energy that I love it. It's kind of like mine's a little crazy. It's very good. Eccentric, crazy, open is the best way to put that. Okay. Oh, you're going to do, okay, perfect. Definitely do a fairy garden. If you can get some water flowing in there, do that. Hey, Carl, how are you? Good to see you. Amanda, you've lost 10 children, 10 babies. Oh, that would also explain why you've got so many children around you. They're all still hanging out. I love that. Cheryl, I am Cheryl Segoviano. I'm reading Facebook Live. I'm reading TikTok. I am reading YouTube. I've got all three going at the same time. And I'm pulling people randomly from the chat rooms. But I am reading from all of that. So, yeah, for those of you with fairy gardens, if you grow, I'm sure, again, everybody is already probably knowing this. There are some that might not, but you grow flowers that grow petals. So little bluebells and little tiny bells, so that they can pluck them and turn them over, fill them with water and honey and so forth. And if you're going to leave out any goodies for them in terms of chocolate, honey, they love honey. If you're going to leave that out, make sure they don't, that it's just a gift, because if you tell them it's a payment for something, they will not take it. And especially brownies in your home, they actually will become a little disgruntled. So don't tell them you're paying them for anything. It's just within their nature to naturally help. So leave them things, and do that. Okay. All right. So Chris, yeah, I'm pulling from both things here. I love that. Thank you. Oh, I just clicked on that. Sorry, I'm trying to star everybody's names, and it's a star next to everything. So, um, Karen, do I still play Candy Crush? You know what? I I get a little addicted to that game, and then I become a little overzealous, and I play and play and play and play. And then people like you, Karen, you start getting on when I'm on, and then I pass you, and then you're like, oh no, Rebecca. And then when I start seeing the competition, I'm like, no. So I try to get like 20 ahead, and then I just have to take a break. I need a break from the game because I go crazy when people start racing me. Okay. Kim Tate, how are you? Okay. I'm liking that. So, Kim, oh, there's a lot happening. So what I'm going to do actually, Kim, for you is I'm going to clear this up and throw you on a beach. So what I'm just basically doing is picking you up and throwing you on a beach. And the beach is normally where I read people from. And doing this kind of quick reading, I don't always get there. So, Kim, when I put you on your beach, you look tussled. You're barefoot, so that's good. Nothing is standing in your way right now. It's a great time for you to start something new, something big, a new education, writing a book, lose 500 pounds, whatever it is, something big, a solo journey that nobody else can do with you. Huge journey. It's time to start that now. And it is something that you're going to manifest to fruition. You're going to see it succeed. And again, nobody's going to really understand why it is you're doing it or what you're doing. And eventually, I mean, people might be either ignoring it or supporting you right now or whatever. But once that turns, now we have a new moon, I think Friday or Saturday. I'll explain in a minute, because we do move on a lunar cycle. We actually function on so many ways on a lunar cycle, 2 to 4 weeks at a time. And after we get through this new moon, I would probably, maybe let's say to the next full moon, I would probably bet that people are going to start throwing their 2 cents into whatever it is that you start. Like, are you serious? You're going to try? Are you crazy? Why are you doing this? For what? Ignore it entirely. We are not here to please other human beings. First off, you're never going to do it. You're just never going to do it. And second of all, why? Like, why do we try to please other people? We're not here to do that. We're here to please God, to make him happy. And in doing that, it's like we give up all of our free will, and then the best stuff happens. So, yeah, I love that. But it is definitely for you, Kim, a time to start a new journey. So, hold on. You'd love for me to throw you on a beach. Okay. So user, holy cow, 36, 29, 40, 63, 99, 87. Okay. Throwing you on your beach. So when I put people on their beach, the beach represents safety, security, and grounding. Water of any kind represents issues, but it can also represent opportunities depending on how a person approaches the water. And yes, and you look like just slightly confused. So there's a boat. Boats represent the ability given by God to be able to go out on the water without drowning. He is basically saying you can go about what you've been doing for all this time. It's comfortable, it. Go ahead, wander around the beach. But here's a boat, and this boat will enable you to go out on the water. And it is a terrifying experience because you've never done it before. But I'm going to take you exactly where you need to be. The thing about the water, it usually also represents money and finance and work. So this would say that there is a new job on the horizon. And it also says that the way that you look when you look at the boat, it may not be exactly what you are wanting, but the way that it presents is definitely get in the boat, because it will be a stepping stone to something else that you are looking for. So initially you'll look and go, I want to work for the company, but I really don't want to work in the mailroom. And then boop, all the way to the top, yay, Christmas, whatever. It's just a reference to Elf. But yeah, you can totally do that. Yes. And if you are in a rut, I can see it, Kim. I can totally see the rut when I set you down and you look like Pigpen. The dust is flying off of you and you look like you've just been in a rut, rolling around, trying to figure it out. Makes sense. Tony, I would love to know if my son is around me and does he forgive me? He passed January 14th of 21. First off, I'm very sorry for your loss, Tony. I can't imagine losing a child. I can't imagine the void that is experienced upon losing a child. And one, they're always around us. They always are around us. And they hear everything we say. When we think of them, they're instantly like, blip, they're thinking of me. And they're able to show up instantly as well. They're able to be around us that quick. And there is no hate in heaven. It's just, that's a human thing. That is not a spiritual, godly thing. It's human. It's like the dark crystal. Humans are the Skeksis. The other ones that come out of that shell. That's the soul that we have inside of us. So we don't carry any of that hate with us when we go. Don't judge yourself either, Tony. Don't carry around this burden that you're carrying, because we're not supposed to judge anyone, and that includes ourselves. And I can guarantee that right now, no, not right now, but eventually when you are old and decrepit and you die, he will be there waiting for you and he will escort you through the light. But it's not right now. And he's saying it's not time, and that you need to get your rest and you need to start eating and drinking healthier. Don't drown your tears and don't try to numb anything. He just wants you to be happy. And I've been told before, and I've told you guys before, laughter is the music of heaven. The more we laugh, not at each other in a bad way, but the more we laugh, the happier they are. So Chris Duty, you're in a rut too. Everybody seems to, it could be a very big place for ruts right now, you guys, because so much has been given to us for free will. There's so much going on. We're in like a hurry up and wait holding pattern. We're in a place where things are being revealed. We're waiting for that curtain to rise for the next act to come on. We know there's something about to happen. We just don't know what it is yet. We're waiting for the curtain to go up. So those of us who are awakened, we are feeling that vibration. We are experiencing that. Be thankful. When you're thankful, when you put out gratitude to the universe and to God, you are raising your vibration. Thank you so much for letting me wake up today. Thank you for letting me wipe my own butt and having the dignity so that nobody else has to do it. Thank you for having my dirty dishes, because that means I've got food on my table. And thank you for giving me laundry that's dirty, because that means that I'm able to get outside and make those clothes dirty. And thank you for letting me have a roof over my head and a car to drive. And thank you for having the money that I can get to buy gas or go, there's a lot of things to be thankful for. Thank you for letting me see everything. Thank you for letting me get online right now and see all these awesome people and talk to people and share this message and these messages and this gift. And thank you for letting me meet new people and bringing all these new people into my community and helping me raise my vibration to increase my new tribe, because that's what we do when we're reaching out and we're sending, this is what I want. This is who I want in my life. This is what I want. They will be like, bing, 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 bing. Oh, we found another tribe member. And that's what we do. But if you sit and you're miserable, you will attract more miserable people. So if you've got that black cloud over your head and you're always like, why does this always happen to me? Why do I always meet these people? There are two reasons. One, you're attracting them. And two, you're going to attract them. Because if you're attracting miserable people in the very beginning, it's because you have a healing heart. It is because people are finding you because you have an old soul that is able to heal them. You will attract abusers and addicted people. Generally, that is the case with old souls and incarnate angels. You have to get over that and strengthen yourself. I went and got a massage today, and when I was walking into the back, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm energy depleted. I'm sleep deprived." I said, "Oh, that's too bad." And I immediately went boop, and I like shelled myself because she was already tired. And I said, "This is going to exhaust you." And she said, "No, this is my meditation time." So I knew going into that massage that she was already exhausted and I wasn't giving her any of my energy. So I focused on a beautiful, colorful shell. Do that. She wasn't going to harm me, but I didn't want her using my healing energy either while I was also meditating and trying to heal. So you kind of have to be stingy with yourself every now and then. Yep. Exactly. So Rebel 11201991. You have never had an experience. Okay, so please tell me, what kind of experience have you not had? There are so many experiences that we're talking about right now. And if you could be really tired right now too. So cuz Kristen, you said you're very tired. Shannon, mediumship is something that just will naturally happen when it's time. Let's think. I read for nine years. I was reading for people for 9 years before I was seeing things and seeing ghosts, but it was not until I was 22 that all of a sudden I'd be talking to someone and someone they loved came through in the reading and I was able to discern and see and show. So it will happen when it's supposed to happen. It's not like you have to study it. It's a gift. It is the gift of discernment and the ability to see that. So if you're already headed in that direction, if you're already going that way and you just trust it and keep using the gifts that God gives you, it'll happen. Mediumship will just happen. And that's that. Rebel, you have not had a paranormal experience. Your fiance has never had an experience that's completely shot at the idea. Okay, so I guess the whole thing where the paranormal is one, you have to be in a haunted location. It has to be haunted, and not everywhere is haunted. It can be scary, but it may not be haunted. And haunted is also a kind of a negative connotation to it. It could have spirits and that sort of a thing. You have to be open to it. If everything that you see is a coincidence or is the wind, then you're missing a lot because ghosts are everywhere. They're in every place we go. And even people are like, well, my house is new. It can't be in my house. Oh, I can guarantee you, girl, if there was a farm on that land, you probably have a ghost. Almost guaranteed. So you've had paranormal stuff happen all of your life. So, okay. So let me go back to your comment. You had mentioned you have had paranormal experiences, but your fiance has never. Okay. Yeah. And really it just comes down to being in a haunted position or a haunted place. And some people, I can understand that because I was living with my family experiencing crazy, horrible, terrifying things. And they're like, what are you talking about? Are you nuts? Do you need a psych, Rebecca? And some people are afraid of it, so they don't want to see it. Yeah, but skeptics are the most fun, Sarah. You are correct. You are correct. Mm-hmm. Yes. User saying you have clairvoyant dreams. Once in a while, I have clairvoyant dreams, but dreaming is not my forte. Symbolism is, but dreams can completely mean something different. So it's not always that. And yeah, Kim, so you've had ghosts at your house on an old farmland. I'm telling you, I was just joking about it this morning. Those old farmers are like, get off my land. Don't take my cow or my woman. Shoo. And they won't leave. They don't leave. Those old farmers are just very ornery. Don't come on my land. So let's see here. You wanted me to put your son on the beach. Okay. I see only good I know if you're asking about him, you're worried. But I don't see anything bad. I see him on his beach and I see him kind of So odd. Looking around. What am I? There is something big about to happen. It's got to be. There's something big that is going to happen, which reminds me, I'll say this in a minute. Don't forget this, Rebecca. Write it down. When I see him, I'm looking at him in a way that he's like this. He's thinking, and he's not moving on his beach. It's almost as if he is attempting to switch his trail or switch his path. Ooh, I just got a little dizzy. What is going on? Something is happening. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure. It's not me. It's something around me. Or what the messages that I'm receiving. But when I'm focusing on him, I'm getting a little dizzy and I'm getting a little nervous. So I'm wondering if he's having any kind of like panic attack, or if he's second guessing his pathway or what he's doing with his life, and it's making him anxious. And that might be what I'm seeing as well, because with doing this, it's representing like he's uncertain. He's not sure what to do. Where do I go? And trying also to make the right decision between a comfortable risk and a risky risk. So I don't see it being bad. I see it as being a life choice. So what I was going to say is new moon. We have a new moon Friday or Saturday. All right, this is where the coolest manifestation is. So get a piece of paper, write a letter to God, write a letter to the universe, write a letter to spirit. Hey, it's me, blah, blah, blah. Thank you so much for all of these things that have happened. This is what I really need in my life. This is what I really want to happen. Write a poem, write a prayer, draw a picture, whatever it is you want to do. Take that sucker outside and burn it during the day of the new moon. And as you're burning it, send all of that letter up. And the coolest thing is that when you do this, it will manifest within a couple of weeks. It will. It's just crazy. Have some faith and believe it. I have so many people that are like, oh my God, I got to go write my letter. My kids, they write their letter because they've seen it in action. It's pretty amazing. Write your letter to God, and yeah, okay. So let's see here. All right, I'm just gonna flip TikTok this way. What was that? That was weird. Okay, WJB, throw you on the beach. Throwing you on your beach. Now, when I do that, you have on like some beautiful Jimmy Choos, but they're super inappropriate for the beach because obviously you can't walk very well in those, and they're strappy and like they almost look like the Wizard of Oz, like sparkly Jessica Rabbit shoes. They're beautiful, strappy heels. And they don't look like you should be wearing these anyway, but especially not on the beach. And you are having difficulty walking. So shoes represent that perception, the possibility of reality, but most likely the perception that someone or something external to you is holding you back. So you would say, ugh, I want to so badly, but I can't because. So you have to decide right now, what is your because? Is it a legitimate reason? Like, I can't because I have to give my grandmother her shot of insulin or she will die. That's a good reason to turn something down. If it's, oh, if I go, they're going to be mad because dinner's not on the table. Microwave, TV dinner, that kind of a thing. And so right now, okay, I got somebody pulling on my energy. Right now, you're wearing these shoes. I can't take them off of you. I would if I could. I'm sorry, somebody's pulling on my eyes. It's hurting my eyes. It happens when you go through the dimensions, or when I go through the dimensions, hurt my eyes. You have to figure out who or what that is. Oh my, look at my eye. There we go. Stressed out. Something happened. Something's going on. Boop. See it? And then you have to decide if it's worth keeping that situation or that person in your life. Now, I'm going to tell you what. When I have gotten to a point, and maybe not all of you are there at this time, but I am to a point where if someone asks me to do something that is going to lift my energy or my spirit or bring me happiness, make me laugh or make me smile or help teach me something, okay, the old me would stand for a moment and feel guilty that I wasn't there to make my kids a meal or that I wasn't going to be there to watch TV with them or play a game. And the new aspect of what I have been practicing is yes, yes, I'm just saying yes to it. Confirm yes. Now, the thing about that is that's what my guides have been telling me for a very long time to do. They've been just, that's what you need to do, Rebecca. And I've refrained because that's who I am. I don't want to make people uncomfortable. But what I've learned is that the people who hold you back, there's a reason they're holding you back. They're afraid of something. And if the people are around after you've gone and done whatever it is you're doing that is not bad, then that also tells you something. So remove the shoes. WJB, was it? Remove the shoes. I can't do it for you. They're beautiful, but you need to remove them. Let them go. Figure out who or what is holding you back. If you have to take some time to work through it, understandable. But a lot of times it is just somebody else's insecurities. And gotta let that stuff go. Okay. Oh, I did it again. How stupid am I here? I keep doing that. I keep flicking it. My other computer is a touch screen. Derp. All right. Kristen, yeah, hard to do things for ourselves without guilt. You know what? As a woman, I think most women feel that way because you make choices and you go through life. And not to say men don't either, because men have a thing where they grow up, they get a job, they support a family. Women get up, they grow up, they go to school, they take care of children, and we make life choices, and then all of a sudden there's something that veers us away from it. We feel guilty for it. You know what? That's on us. That's on each one of us. That is our own toxic issues of needing healing, because we shouldn't feel that way when we are pursuing something, let's say, that's good for us or good for our life or that's going to help us better ourselves or grow. Did you hear me? It's going to be something that helps us better ourselves and grow, which the other person's afraid of you doing that. Growing and becoming a better person, because that's where boulders come in when you climb a boulder. But we're not going to go there right now because I don't have time. Okay. That's weird, Carl. How is that weird? Beach, please. Oh, wait. Sorry, Dawn. You said beach me, please. I just have a bad mind. Okay. Like mine's roll in the same gutter. So everybody else who left. So let's see here. Jane Panatzer, lamp. My late husband. How do I recognize he's here? Interesting. So Jane, for you, it sounds like, Jane, it sounds like you've got a pair of his shoes that you leave in a particular place in the bedroom, almost as if he were to either stand up or sit down and put them there. And the way he's talking is put this away. It's like it's something that he would normally use on a regular day. And what it sounds like he's saying is put it away. Just put it away. Put it away. It doesn't need to be out. I don't want you tripping or not. And it's like he's trying to say put it away. And it's almost like I would sit up. Now, looking at the way that he's showing it me, he must have been a right bed sleeper. You were a left bed sleeper. So he would sit on the bed and then either some shoes or something on that end of the bed. So the right front corner, the right end of the corner. And so Jane, he's talking about putting some shoes away or putting something away. And it almost looks like there might even be a rug that he is saying to fix too, because I think I might be twizzling the item that you're putting out. It's look like brown shoes, but the item of his that's out, he's telling you to put away. But then also I feel like if I'm moving or walking, I'm going to trip on something. So he's also saying to be careful of this part of the floor or this rug or this carpet, to not trip on it. Okay. So this is like a LaCroix cherry lime. Ever since I had COVID, I have not been able to do lemon or lime, Coke, Pepsi, lavender, lemongrass. Can't do any of it. And this tastes like bleach. It's so bad. It's got the lime in it. I'm like cringing to drink it, but I'm thirsty. I love the strawberry pineapple. That's delicious. And this is just like, whatever, sparkling water. But my nose has never changed, never gone back. But that's okay. I'm all good. Okay. Wouldn't we all love some beach time? Okay. Throw me on my beach. I love that. Oh my gosh. So many messages. And I'm just looking at everything here. Farkunda, you have an important exam tomorrow. Do you see me passing? Yes, I do see you passing. So don't stress out, because the stress just going to make you worse. It'll fog your brain. But I do see you passing, and you'll surprise yourself. I do see you passing. Farkunda. I do see you passing. Yes. Nick interrupted. Let's see here. Nick interrupted for you. There's a cord you need to cut, an attachment cord that you need to cut. And it seems like this is an individual that appeals to your energy, because it's almost like a north and south magnet of like issue or like pain. And this person's like, I see you here, and then there's this little black spot right here, and I see their energy is darker, and then they like suck right to that part. So this is telling me that there has been something that you have personally gone through that they are using to feed off of you. So their intentions are not proper, good, or for the best for you. So you need to let this person go, and you would be able to discuss something that has happened to you that you would feel that you would find comfort with this individual, but they're using this information almost like when demons hear our pain, they use it against us. So don't let anybody talk crap into your ear. Only positive things, and cut those cords of attachment. Go online and search Archangel Michael cord cutting. It's very simple. You can simply pray and ask Archangel Michael, please come and cut all cords of attachment of those things, living, dead, or otherwise, that wish to do me harm. Swipe your sword down my right. Say that. Please swipe the sword down the right, cutting all cords of attachment of those things, living, dead, or otherwise, that wish to do me harm. Cut on the left, cut on the top, the bottom, the front, and the back. And each time you do that, you're like seeing not only yourself first person, but also watching him do it on a third person as you're floating, and his blue sword is cutting. And as he cuts, all those cords from everyone just drop away. And once they're all gone, you cover yourself. And it's funny, because the negative people that are attached to you will be like, hey, are you okay? I was just sitting here, and I was like, oh my God, I got to give you a call. Because the negative people who are feeding on you from afar, they will feel it, and they will want to know, why do I not have that source anymore? It's pretty interesting. Becky Bub, a vacation. I keep wanting to go back to Orlando. I love Universal. I am a big Orlando dork. I love Harry Potter World because I'm a Harry Potter geek, total Potterhead. And I would love to go have an awesome, extensive vacation. Yes. Karen Beveridge. Your mom is sick with cancer. Okay. So, one, let me let you know, I do not see death of any kind. God would never give that information. It's not our business. So he would never, ever, ever tell me anything like that. But I can see her, I can see like the blood level of the white blood cells is high. I can also see her, she's working on accomplishing things. So there's still something she needs to do, or she feels that she needs to do. And so that's also what's fueling her. And I I can see when I stand next to her, I can see that your father pops in, but it's like she's saying not yet. It's not yet. And he'll be like, he goes, okay, all right. And then he leaves. And so it's not yet completely time. It's not. She still is trying to accomplish something or do something that's important to her. And so it's not just yet going to happen. You'll know. She'll talk to your dad in front of you or very soon beforehand. And yeah. You know what is really cool? And I'm being told to tell you this from your father. Have a talk with your father. Talk to him sometime where she can't hear you. And come up with a really cool code word. Like purple hippo. And just convey that message to him and talk to him and listen. And what does he say? What's he listening? What does he sound like? Just talk to him as if you were listening, if you could see him right there. And when the time draws near and your mom says that she has seen your father, tell him to tell her that. And you're not testing, you are testing the spirits, which is really cool. Tell him to tell her that secret word. So then you'll get your own confirmation that he's been there. But that's what the coolest thing is, that when people are passing, they are genuinely hearing and seeing everything on the other side. And you will have your parents in the same room for a short period of time. So, guys, it is 9:02. It is the end of the hour. And so I will be back next. What's next? Yes, next Thursday I will be back. The following week, if you're in Utah, I will be in Vernal from the 7th to the 11th for the Phenomicon event. It's going to be pretty awesome and amazing, and I'm very excited to be there. Just check it out. There's some links to it. You can actually just go to phenomicon.net, I believe, or you can go to godstool.com, my site, and all the links to all the events that I'm doing are there. Maybe something in your area. I'll be in Missouri in October. I will be in Rock Island, Illinois on October 14th, and I will be at a super haunted place there. Check it all out on godstool.com. Otherwise, make sure you're following and liking so that you get your notifications when I do go live. And TikTok for you guys. I know I haven't been online at all for a while. I've been doing stupid stuff on there. But how can you not? I mean, you can vegetate when you're just sitting there. You just vegetate on TikTok. It just wastes your entire life being on there. But I'm getting all my stuff back now. My kids are in school, so I'm getting more time. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you next Thursday. Take care, and good night.